A few hours ago, a popular Instagram page called Welcome to the Culture posted something very controversial. And the name of the particular post said, dating for black men in 2025 is too hard because they are the most desirable men in the world. That means too many options to pick from. And then they posted several clips to prove their point.
It's gonna sound so ridiculous and so white girl-ish.
Let me hear it.
But I would say I've been like this basically since I knew I was attracted to men.
Yeah.
That I kind of was attracted to a darker skin color.
Say that again. What kind of skin color was you attracted to?
Darker skin.
Black man, we win again. We are the superheroes on Earth.
But wait, there's more.
What race of guys do you like the most?
I don't think that I like, I mean, like, if I had to pick a certain race for myself to like, I would like
obviously
black
you have a
guys.
preference for
I would like black guys more than anything. But that being said, I
Black
don't
guys.
have a...
Black guys was the answer.
And there's more.
Would you prefer a black guy or a white guy?
Black guy.
Black guy? What about you?
Black guy.
Black guy? And why is that?
I don't know how to treat a girl. Yeah.
They know how to treat a girl?
Yeah.
Better than a white guy, you say?
White guys are weird.
White guys are weird? Why are they weird? What did they do?
It's like they talk weird. Black guys are just cool. No hate.
Okay. Look, you guys like what you guys like. You feel me? It is what it is.
And of course, there's more.
What kind of man are you looking for in America?
Black.
Why do you like a black man versus a Turkish man?
Because the black men are so masculine, so gentlemen. I'm not dating with Turkish guys.
Why not?
I don't like dating with them. No, I'm waiting with American guys.
Why do you want an American guy, not a Turkish guy?
They are so masculine. I
Really?
don't like Turkish men. They are so jealous. They can accept me who I am. They are not my type.
So let me ask you this. A girl that's watching this, she wants to get a black man. What can you do to get a black man?
They love curly girls. Curvy, yeah.
Now, what was the most interesting was the response from definitely the ladies. And of course, they didn't take it the nicest. Now, Welcome to the Culture is a page for the black community, but it even appears that they themselves were biased. The person says, we love the comments. Black men are saying it's harder to date because they have so many options. And women are telling them they don't. But the clips and data show black men are the most desirable. Stop hating. You better cherish black men before them other ladies get a hold of them. And they getting thicker and can cook now. The brother Vintage says, listen, as a black man who has the opportunity to live in 9 different countries and travel to close to 50, black men are literally desired and heavily sought out, especially African-American black men. I got brothers that live overseas in multiple countries and are married. The treatment is top tier. Fellas, there are a lot of life outside of the states. Stop being a local. Now, let me kind of talk about that because I'm a brother that lives out of the country. And this is largely true, but it's not because you're an American black male per se. I mean, it can help you because, let's say if you're in Nigeria, you're in Kenya, you're in Africa, it's easy to identify with you. So that does help. But to be honest, I've seen foreign white dudes clean up. I've seen foreign Chinese dudes clean up. I mean, listen, when you come to different countries and you're a foreigner and you got a little bit of money or you're a good looking guy or whatever, yes, you will get appreciated too, right? So I won't say that's an American black male thing, but yeah, if you're young and, American black American dudes do kind of have, a little bit of a style with them and obviously, looked at pretty favorably worldwide. But I digress. Let's continue to look at the comment. The face expert says, why are so many black women hating in the comments when nobody said anything about y'all in this entire video? It's just other women praising black men. Why does that make y'all so upset? And he's right. It was nobody in the video talking down on black women. This person says it's a fetish from both sides. Black men wanting to feel superior and women of other races wanting to rebel against their cultural norms. I'll believe it's love when I see the world actually changing for the better. When interracial love starts to heal division instead of fueling comparison and competition. Right now, it just feels like capitalism with a romantic filter. LOL. Down. Now, this person obviously is a passive aggressive with their commentary and is in complete denial. Now, I will say that she is right. You have some black men who want to feel superior, and you have women of other races wanting to rebel against their cultural norms. But those are just statements without understanding the wider context, all right? In the West, like in America, UK, where women can earn a pretty good salary, like the men can, women typically have more freedom to date kind of who they want, all right? And that's what you're seeing. So if a woman is not necessarily just so broke and so down bad, and she has the ability to earn money, you're gonna be able to see a lot more of what she really wants, okay? This is kind of why you see in America, black women, if they don't like you, they let you know right away. They don't want nothing to do with you. And that may be completely different if you were to come to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and a woman is not attractive but will still kind of take your number or, deal with you. It's just because women in America, if all else, can earn at least some of their living money, if not all of it, so their true choices can occur. This is no different from white and Asian women, all right? Many women are more independent in America than they are anywhere else. So if they're making the choice to want to deal with black men, that does say something about their choices, right? Now, she says she's believed it's love when she sees the world changing actually for the better. What in the does that got to do with anything? I mean, when does somebody getting married or hooking up have anything to do with the world changing for the better? Interracial love is not supposed to heal division. Just like when you marry a chick, it's supposed to heal division. I mean, it is what it is, okay? And if she's just trying to deny the fact that these things are happening, which is complete bogus BS. This person called the coach. They comment, with that many options, wouldn't it be easier? I, for one, hope that black men who enjoy these options and preferences find one that's suitable, and I hope dating becomes easier. Best of luck. This was a very intelligent comment, all right? Now, this person says, and who the hell is running this page? This page is called Welcome to the Culture, and you're all under the comments arguing with black women, calling us mad, saying how much white women love you. What the F is this? Now, I will agree, right? But I can understand what the person's trying to say. You women that have a particular attitude towards black men, these other ladies are going to come and compete for them if you don't want them, all right? Now, pretty Kia, when you see how those girls laugh when they were asked about why they like black men, y'all be careful out there. This person says, meanwhile, the divorce rate between black males and white females, as well as other non-black females, is the highest. Fetishizing don't last forever. This does tend to be true. Black men and non-black women do have higher divorce rates, but many people in general have high divorce rates. The fact is, you still can't get away from your preference though, right? And that's the same thing. How many of us as men, you like a certain type of looking lady? I have one friend that's like that. I'm talking about super big booties. I'm talking about, it's like you drew it on, all right? My boy live in the East Coast, but them relationships don't ever work out. Wanna know what his next girlfriend looked like? The one that just dumped him. Every woman this man get, it looked like somebody drew her. That's how thick she be, okay? So what does that mean? Even though fetishizing doesn't last forever, you're not gonna tell him to take some skinny lady. He's not gonna like that. Let me just give you an example. He came and visited me in Uganda, right? He came from New York. We was chilling. He came to see me twice. He had got lined up with a nice young lady. You know, she was cool. She was dark. She was pretty. Did she have the biggest booty in the world? No. She had a little something though, right? And was he clapping? Of course. Yeah, he was definitely clapping. What did he do? He left her, good old faithful, for somebody with a dump truck booty that dumped him like 6 months, 7 months later, right? But he can't get away from the preference. And so she is still not getting the hint. You know, you can't get away from the preference. Let's talk about this person here, all right? This person's name is Jules. It's a fetish. Shout out to Gerard Jules. Wait until EBT expires next month. Not very desirable then. LOL. Now this person says the world loves them, but hate the women they come from, including them can't make it up. All right. I don't want to deal with that, but I will say this. A lot of black men, I will tell you that if you go to certain countries, I lived in Poland for a while. It's not that most chicks will deal with you. Some will, and then some just not gonna deal with you, right? And you got to understand that the reality is, if you're saying that the women in your community don't want to deal with you, we as men, we know that black women got a lot of problems, right? We would have to look at as to why. okay? And then look at why those women in the new countries want to deal with you. The real reasons why women in other countries want to deal with Black American men, yeah, you might be attractive, you may not be attractive, but you're stable, you can provide, okay? You're nice to them. That's what it is, okay? And in turn, what happens is that lady comes from a different culture and can respect what you're doing. In the Black American community, yeah, I get it. Such is hard to deal with and all that, right? But you tell me something. You get 100 Black men in the community that have monthly meetups. They cleaning up the community. They investing in the community. They got businesses, okay? If they starting out small, it don't matter. You tell me how many women gonna come looking for them men in 2 years' time? Every woman. Women gonna go where the men at and where men are developing at. And guess what? Anytime you get men developing, women are gonna be coming and they gonna change. Not every woman gonna want you. Not every woman overseas gonna want you. But you got women in America that if they see Black men working together, those women are gonna come looking for them men. It's 100, and women gonna be almost the same almost everywhere. And again, you're gonna weed out the ones that you don't want, which is fine. And men just gotta understand that. If you are building and developing someplace, the women gonna come to you in the way that you want them over time, all right? Now for single dudes, it's a little easier if you're in Africa, I'll give it to you. But the reason is the men in those communities have trained the women to be like that. So you're benefiting off somebody else's culture of how to, maintain your women. That's another thing too. You're going into you didn't create the culture of the submissiveness of the women that you're benefiting from. I would lie to tell you that when I come to Uganda and women are hot, nice and humble. I mean, they can have problems, or in Kenya, wherever you go, Rwanda. I don't create that culture. I didn't create that culture. You didn't create that culture, for an example. Those men that live there created that culture. You go to Dominican Republic and the women act like that. They cook, they clean. You get the positive experience. You get all that femininity in Brazil. You didn't create that culture. So you're coming in benefiting from what those guys created. And now you're like, oh, these women so much better. Yeah, okay. So if those women got to where they are, you think that those men didn't have problems with their women? Yes, problems are everywhere. Everywhere. If you don't want to deal with the women in your community or in the business in your community, it's not going to be good. Everybody deals with their own community and try to make it better. This is what I've learned. Whatever changes that you want to see with somebody, you got to put it there. If you don't put it there, it's simply just not going to happen. And I just wish that Black men would understand that. I wish that Black women would understand it. You see everybody always talking about the interracial dating and all of this, well then why do you want that white woman? Because that white woman is feminine because she came from an environment in which her father made her like that, and you benefiting from it because she's not like the Black lady in your community. Because it's too much hard work for us as men or as women to get out there and pour it to each other and solve our issues the right way because we tired of each other. So you go to the white community, Black men and Black women, where it's easier fundamentally, and you get somebody that you basically it's like the transfer portal. I would call it the clap portal. You just wait till somebody is good and you just draft them from another race. You didn't do the recruiting. You just did the clap portal. They came into the portal, you took them, put them on your team. But what about the coaches that took that player when that player wasn't going to be good? That player went to a small college like Arkansas State University, Louisiana Tech. They did the hard training and the fundamentals. That player ended up that he can play. And then now here come all the Power 5 schools trying to take that person and give him NIL money. That's what we're talking about, So yeah, Ohio State can say, yeah, we got the best players in the country. Okay, yeah, I mean, you probably do got the best players in the country if you can always get the best players in the transfer portal. But you're not the ones creating. Well, they are actually. Ohio State does, always have good players. But, if you don't want to create the women that you want to see or the men you want to see in the Black community, it's not going to matter. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Yoshida Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. I appreciate you for all you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.